Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is an energy update. I'm asking another question. Person you're thinking of, what are they thinking about you? What are their thoughts? Yeah, they're kind of in their head. This is someone who hasn't quite made up their mind. Yeah, this is someone who's not, they're kind of thinking and in their head. They haven't made up their mind, but I feel like they're not quite ready to move forward. Yeah. I feel this person, yeah, it's not a lack of self-confidence, but this is someone who needs to make a decision they feel confident with. They are taming the beast. So this is telling me this is somebody who knows themselves very well. Yeah. You know, it's all about making a commitment, starting things off on the right foot. Whoops. What is your person thinking of you? What are they thinking? Yeah, they're soul searching. They're kind of just going within right now, spending time alone. It's about going down this path, making some kind of commitment. Now, it could be just starting it, laying the foundation. All depends where you are. They haven't quite made up their mind. Like I say, they know themselves too. And this is somebody who knows they need to come in feeling really confident. But it's the taming the beast within themselves. Like they know themselves. So they are taking a little time to contemplate before they move forward. Yeah, they're just assessing. They are somebody who kind of has a tendency to move slow. But they are, you know, they have that little bit of Leo energy, little hermit energy. This is someone who probably spends a fair bit of time alone. But it's really just looking for clues within themselves. And I think they know themselves very well. Yeah. I feel like this person, they're assessing. They're just kind of moving forward, looking at the situation, making sure the coast is clear. Yeah, what do we got here? Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who wants to make sure they're making the right decision. Why? They don't want to regret anything. They don't want to regret. This person knows themselves. This is someone who likely has made some decisions in the past that obviously things didn't go very well. Yeah, like I say, they're just kind of chilling about this. Let's have a look at this Two of Voices here. The Two of Voices, Two of Swords, yeah. So it's all about gaining clarity. See, there's the energy of confidence. Anytime you spent with this person, they're pretty happy. So they are just gaining clarity. So they kind of, this is someone who needs to take off the blindfold a little bit and kind of see what's right in front of them. And I think that's what they're doing. See, they just don't want to have any regrets. Yeah. It's all unfounded fear because they're looking at the details of the situation. See, this is a person here who's just kind of, it's a person who looks ahead, making sure the coast is clear, it's safe, everything's good. Yeah, so there's a lot of happiness. It's about getting it going. Yeah, it's about feeling confident. So they do feel confident. This is someone who just needed to, they know themselves. They know, right? This is likely somebody who's gone into a situation that when they weren't confident or things weren't quite right and it didn't go well. So they don't want to have any regrets. Yeah, they're just taking their time. Like I say, a little step back here and there. They're getting out of their head. They're starting to feel clear. They feel happy. They know they want to do this. They want it. But yeah, see, taming the beast, being patient. Yeah, just trying something different. I do think they're wondering, like, if you're their type and, you know, how this is going to go. Yeah, just tempering their thoughts, just trying to find that inner balance. Let's have a look at strength here. Yeah, this person's feeling pretty confident. This is somebody here. They know they're the one that has to start it. They know. It's an Emperor. You're dealing with an Emperor here. I think a lot of people on my channel are dealing with Emperor types too. Emperors can be tricky. But one thing about it, once they make up their mind and they know what they want. See, I do think this is someone who knows what they want, but it's whether you're really their type or not. I do think there's probably more that they need to know. But let's have a look at the Hermit. Yeah, see, it's a little test. See, they're going to reach out at some point. But it's whether or not, see, I don't think they're super confident that about how you may feel, like if you're interested in them. This is also someone trying to take things slow and be patient. They don't want to make it look like you're trying to take advantage. Like, I feel they're trying not to assume too much, put it that way. But yeah, it's all about somebody who takes advantage of someone. So I feel like they're trying to they're looking at all this here. And I feel that energy comes from, I think this person's very clear that you're not trying to do anything to take advantage of them. They don't want it to look like they are if they move too fast. I do think this is someone who usually moves fast, so they're trying to just take time, assess the situation. Yeah, just a little test to see if you're going to reciprocate. Yeah, this is someone with experience. See, they're trying not to assume, like have assumptions that you're just going to reciprocate, because I feel like there's a little uncertainty with that. Yeah, but I do think they're confident, like, you know, that they see that things are clear, that this person, when they think about you, they feel really happy. See, they see things quite clearly. They just, I don't know if this is someone who had something they needed to clear up first. It's possible. See, it's a person who knows experience. They need to make sure when they come in, anything needs to be behind. Everything needs to be clear. It needs to be out in the open. See, honesty, integrity, truth. This is someone who's experienced some different things. So I definitely feel it has to do with, I think this person's more concerned that if they come in too fast or too strong, because everything's tempered, their passion, their emotion, everything's tempered, right? That they'll think that you'll think they're trying to take advantage. So they're trying to take things kind of slow here. Yeah, it all depends on your person. Each one might be a little different. Emperors aren't all the same. But this is, yeah, see, they're thinking it through, choosing their battle. So this does look like they are decisive. They certainly don't want you to get away. They don't want you to get away because they'll regret it. So if this is someone you haven't been talking to and they haven't reached out, they're just contemplating that life path. They're thinking about where they've been, things in their life. Yeah, there's definitely some regrets. Yeah, if this is someone who hasn't been talking to you, they're kind of in that energy a little bit because they think that maybe you've gotten away, but they don't want you to get away. So they're just, I feel they're choosing their battles. They may be, like I say, they need to come in clear. They need to start this feeling confident, being patient. They need to lay the foundation. They need to come in right, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles is. It's about making a commitment. They have to commit to this path. They know what's expected with that energy because they've got experience. So someone who's been hurt before, like they're a little skeptical. I feel that whether you're going to feel the same or you're as interested, that's what I feel. But they're kind of thinking this through. This is someone who definitely, I mean, Emperors often do analyze and strategize. Yeah, how to make that move without coming on too strong or... Yeah, this person's something else. Let's have a look at the Nine of Swords. This is good, though. You don't want somebody to come in and start something if they're not confident or if they feel like you're not their type, you know. But there's the only one way to get to know is, you know, to reach out and to, like, it's always a little test, right? But let's have a look at that Temperance energy. Yeah, see, they need to get out of their head and temper their thoughts because I feel this is someone who's been thinking quite a lot about this. Yeah, this is a person I feel who tendency to overanalyze, but see, taking off the blindfold to see what they're getting into, what's required, what's expected of them. They know. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they know you're waiting too. They know that you're probably waiting, but I think this person is waiting so that you don't think that they're coming in too fast to try and take advantage in some way. I think this person knows that you're not trying to take advantage of them either. But they know there needs to be reciprocity, equal give and take. Yeah. I think this person's thinking about things they'd like to share with you, talk to you about. They're kind of looking at waiting for some things. Yeah, we're thinking here. What else? Let's have a look at the Nine of Voices. Yeah, see, they don't want to come in on... This is someone who's done this, and this is what I kind of felt before. They probably came on too fast, too strong, overly confident, thinking they're going to get what they want. This person doesn't... They're not... See, I think the biggest thing this person thinks about, and I do think it's a little bit of worry here, that if they come towards you very quickly and things move quick, that they're taking advantage of you. So that's actually why they're waiting. But they know they are where you're waiting, and they know they need to hurry up. They know they need to light a fire under it here. Yeah, and take decisive action, communicate. Yeah, see, they need to offer the Pentacle. They need to. See, they're kind of looking at this. This is all about making the commitment to go down the path. That's what it's all about. You commit to go down the path. And it's also about just getting it going. You know, it's like a guarantee. And this person sees there's no guarantees that you're going to feel the same or be as interested. They are very interested. They are. Let's have another look at the Emperor energy. See, this is about the path they've been on. See, they have things probably to clear out. Most everybody does, especially single people, right? They always have, you know, someone maybe that they've been talking to or hanging out with. But I can guarantee you, somebody who doesn't see a future with anybody that's there, I feel it's just all about clarity. See, making sure they're clear before they even start it, that they know exactly what they want. They are someone who has a tendency to look at things in a couple different ways before they make a decision. Yeah, see, it's all about seeing the bigger picture. See, they're looking at the bigger picture. And this is often someone who does that because it's how it's going to play out once they make that commitment. They know they have to be the one to start it. And they know they have to follow through. That's what's expected of them, is to follow through. So, yeah, morals and values, all that kind of stuff comes from the King of Swords. Integrity, loyalty. Let's have a look at the Emperor. Yeah, see, they're planning, preparing. See, they're just preparing themselves. This could be somewhere where you met this person suddenly. Maybe they weren't quite ready. So it is about preparing. See, they're hoping for the best, very positive, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. They're coming, they want to feel confident. They're going into this, seeing this will go the distance. See, it's about following through and going the distance. Now, this person's first impression of you is that you were confident, happy. Yeah, that's their first impression of you, that you're happy, that you maybe somewhat successful, or you have goals, or you're ambitious in some way, possibly. But you're also not chasing. They know they need to be the one to start it and come after you. They know it too. Yeah, they know they need to kind of hurry up here too. They know you're waiting. Yeah. They've been there, done that. They've been through this before. They know what they're supposed to do. Yeah. See, it's all about getting together. I gotta tell you, this person really does look at the bigger picture big time. Yeah. They're looking at what makes them happy too. Sort of like they need that inner confirmation. Yeah, their first impression is that you'd make a great partner from what they see so far. They don't know everything, but I can see that. They don't know everything. They're taking off the blindfold. They're looking for red flags. They are a little skeptical, but they do see a confident person. Someone who's confident, someone who's patient. See your patience here. They see that patience. This is someone who I feel has been waiting for the right person for some time. So a lot of it's whether you're each other's type too, but they see somebody who could be a partner. Yeah, see, long term, if it'll go the distance. See this going the distance. Someone who's there through thick and thin. It's also an energy of being a supportive partner. This is two people who support each other. See, he's got his arm around her and vice versa. Yeah, it's about going the distance. So they are a little skeptical. Maybe there was a red flag or something, but like I say, this is someone who's rushed into something before and they had regrets. So because it didn't go the distance. I actually feel this person feels really positive about this more than you think. Yeah, the King of Pentacles energy is now coming out. Oh, that card, how did that get in there? Anyway, so they are planning and preparing. See, they are stable financially. They have goals. I think this person wants someone who has goals. I do think this is someone who can get busy at times. Emperors often have high-powered jobs or business owners, or definitely stable, but they need this. What this person's looking, not only what they want but what they need. They need somebody here who is supportive of the fact that they have goals and ambition, things that they're still hoping to achieve. They have achieved a lot. I do think there's a lot here that still needs to be acknowledged, but yeah, but this person definitely, they're coming. I mean, I can see this person wanting to lay that foundation. See, they're looking ahead, planning. There's somebody, they've gone from the Knight to the King. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who's been trying to finish something up or accomplish something before they get this going. This is often someone expanding their horizons. But this person really does see you as somebody they could see a future with. They really do. But like I say, they've rushed into something before. So they're kind of taking their time and thinking about this. And I definitely feel they're focused very much on their finances. See, it's about being able to provide, to give you what you need. This person's somebody who's a provider. But you know what else they look at? If you are somebody who's stable, it doesn't mean rich, but someone stable or somebody who's at least ambitious or have goals, they see you as somebody who can provide for them in some ways too. Yeah, emotional fulfillment. Yeah, the happy home, happy life. Yeah, this person, they are definitely someone who they can see themselves with you. Feel at first they're a little skeptical, but they've thought it through. They have unfounded fears, and I do feel because they've rushed into something before. They may even got married or committed to somebody very quickly, and they regretted it. So they're just doing their due diligence. That's what it's all about. Yeah, this is about going with the flow. This is someone who is ready for change. They know that what's required, that there'll be changes need to be made. This is somebody too, possibly, like I say, it's almost like because whenever you get this person who's on the path that they've been on, this is someone who's been on their own path, doing their own thing. You see? And that's where I feel that energy. This person has things that are important to them. It's their goals, the things they still want to achieve. So yeah, but they are definitely an Emperor energy. They're quite ambitious. They are grounded. They like to keep their life balanced. I do think this is somebody who has a tendency to spend a fair bit of time alone. Sometimes maybe a little introvert for some of you. Yeah, but it's all about starting it, expressing themselves, laying the foundation, going down this path. They want it. Yeah, they are slow. Yeah, see, they have to come in and ask you out. So I do see taking action to communicate. This is also someone, I'll tell you about this person, and I know I say this a lot, and I know people don't like it, but this is the way some people think. Especially if they've been in a relationship or commitment that didn't go the distance before. See, this person doesn't want that to happen again. They don't want that. If they're gonna go anywhere or start this, they want it to go the distance. Literally, it's a to death do you part kind of energy, right? Doesn't mean marriage. I mean, not everybody does that, but it has to be something where, and it's about being a supportive partner. They actually see you as a supportive partner. They see what the other person provides, but I think you made a pretty good impression of this person. No matter how much time you've spent, or if it's just somebody who really needs to get it going. See, sometimes it starts, and then this person, if you've already started it and hasn't really gone anywhere yet, yeah. That's the way people are. You know, the older you get, the more it gets like that. But you'd be surprised how many young people have goals and things they want to do. You know, somebody here you may have connected with this person. For the younger ones, they're still playing the field, still dating other people, but there's nothing there they see going anywhere, going the distance. So that's why I feel they're kind of clearing things out. clearing out the past before they move forward. Yeah, so this is somebody who comes in right. I like that. They're high vibrational. They're a pretty positive person, pretty happy for the most. But they're looking at what makes them happy and can they provide and make you happy. So this person is somebody who cares about that because they know it won't go the distance if they don't. But yeah, this is somebody who also knows the right person waits till they're ready to say how they feel or to get it moving. But yeah, I do think this person will be asking you out on a date. And if you are already dating, just keep going with the flow and kind of see where this goes. But yeah, they know what's expected. They know there needs to be a commitment at some point or you'll just move on. But no, this person's closing a chapter. They're ready for change. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to get away with this energy, that's for sure. They see what they got here. Yeah, see the two of you. They know. Yeah, see, friends first connecting. Maybe you're already just friends and you've made the connection. Some of you have. But it's also an energy of somebody waits till the other person's ready to tell them how they feel. And you will put all those cups on the table eventually. Yeah, this person just is someone who takes a little time. They may have seen a few red flags, like I say, but I feel they've let that go. I think their biggest thing is somebody who has goals and ambitious, but they know they know that they have to provide something. They see what you provide. They see happiness. They really do see a future with you here. Yeah, at least here. One more on the Knight of Swords and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, see, they're releasing anything now that no longer serves. See, this is also an energy of worth and value, self-respect. So they feel hope. They do feel confident enough, I feel. It's sort of like this person kind of has a tendency to get into their head. So you have to, whoever this person is, I do feel, and I mean, a lot of people do this. It isn't always signs, but they like to look at things a couple different ways so that they're really good and confident. But they're releasing things that no longer serve. They know their worth and value. They know what's expected. They also have expectations. They have expectations too. Yeah, a partner, someone to share things with. See, they want someone to share things with. I think this person, if you've already connected, it's kind of started but hasn't gone anywhere yet. They're kind of like they have some things they just want to share with you. And I feel that's really cool that they want to. But they want to really make sure that things keep moving forward. It has to do with nobody's taking advantage of anybody. I think this is someone who's been hurt, they've been taken advantage of because their sword's up. Yeah, it's a sign of someone who's been hurt. But yeah, I feel they're releasing all this, letting it go. It doesn't serve. Yeah, they have respect too. They're coming in with respect. So, but they feel so much hope here that the feelings are mutual. They know you have expectations too. They know what you're going to be, what you expect from them. Yeah, big time. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so that you can see it's about both people investing in each other, being patient. Yeah, being patient. Showing that interest in the investment. And the investment is when they lay the foundation, when they make a commitment. And the commitment could be just to go down this path, but I got to tell you, they are looking at a partner. This is Empress and Empresses always want partners. Now, I'm not seeing an Empress here, but this is what they're thinking here. And it's all more about dating you, courting you, just going with the flow, kind of exploring this and see where it goes. See, some of you, this is fairly new. And I know a lot of people have started something new. There's been a lot of that energy the last month or so, and it just kind of, it peaked. Yeah. So there's the connection, sharing, seeing eye to eye, being able to connect on the emotional level. I think patience, two people here, the biggest thing to learn is to learn to be patient, to listen, to talk, to learn about each other. Yeah, this is somebody who, yeah, I think this is a person who doesn't share emotional or talk emotional too often. It's a very masculine energy. But they are sentimental. They like to give gifts. They'll show you that they like you. So that's how it'll go. Yeah, they'll do sweet things, but they are sentimental. They see creating memories, and they also see romance too. See, romantic feelings, a little romanticizing. I don't think this person's super good at it, but they've done it before. They have a little experience on that. I think it's more like they just know. Yeah. See, giving flowers, doing nice things. Yeah, this person's really somebody, they can be quite sentimental, but they'll do it in gifts. They'll buy you little things. They can be quite generous. Yeah. Yeah, until they're taken advantage of. But it is, they expect equal give and take too, and they know that you're likely expecting that too. Yeah, pretty interesting. I think this person's someone who's very level-headed. I do think they have a tendency. See, this person can go at different speeds. See, not too fast, not too slow. They're trying to find some kind of balance here because of past experiences. But I like the little bit of the romanticizing. See, they're reviewing their past. They're thinking about their path, the path they were on. They've been on their own path, which tells me maybe they've been single for a while too. Focusing on money. See, preparing themselves to be able to provide for someone. So this could even be somebody younger who's now ready to find a partner. If you've been dating this person for a while, yeah, they definitely feel that connection. Yeah, their best friend. This is what somebody wants, is their best friend. See, they're not even thinking about the physical too much here. They're taming the beast. Oh, they want it. Yeah. They think romantic thoughts too. This person thinks you're sweet. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is someone who thinks that you're a little innocent or naive. But actually, no, you know what? It's the opposite. No, they know. They couldn't take advantage of you if they tried. That's what it is. I thought it was the other way around. It was like, oh, wait a minute. No, they know. Some of you are probably wise enough to know. Like I say, this person seems to be, I wouldn't say they're super traditional. I do see a little progressive energy with this person. So I don't know if they believe in marriage, but they do believe in commitment and a solid foundation and lifelong partners. Okay, take care. Bye for now.